Hello friends, myself Nidhi Sharma. Today we will discuss about learning. All of you know about learning. It start from birth and till the death it is going. Okay, so there are few concept about learning. Learning is a change in behavior. Either it is better or worse. It is a friends. It is only a theoretical based concept, right? So we don't need to use any blackboard and anything. All right, so what is learning? Learning is a change in behavior. Either it is better or worse. It is a change that take place through practice or our experiences, right? If it is a change or it take place through our practice or experiences, but changes due to growth or development or maturity are not learning. All right, so this change in behavior must be relatively permanent. If we have learning something, if we have learned something, so or we changed our behavior through this learning, so we must be relatively permanent and it must last a fairly long time. So these through these through lines or these through concepts, we can clear about the meaning of a learning. All right, so what is learning? Learning is a key process in human behavior. All living learning, all living is learning. If we compare the simple, crude ways in which a child feels or behaves with the complex mode of adult behavior, his skills, habits, thought, sentiments, and the like, we will know what difference learning has made to be individual. So, what comes out from the learning is the individual. If the individual is constantly interacting with or influenced by the environment, this experience makes him to change or modify his behavior in order to deal effectively with it. Therefore, learning is a change in behavior, right? If we have learned something, it means we changed our behavior or influenced by previous behavior. As stated above, the skills, knowledge, habits, attitudes, interest, and other personality characteristics are all the result of learning. So, learning is defined as any relatively permanent change in behavior that occurs as a result of practice and experiences. So, what is learning? If we change in behavior, that is a result of our practice which we have done and our experiences which we have taken at my past or at present, anything. This definition has three important elements as we discussed it earlier. Okay, so all learning involves activities. Learning is including some activities. So what are the activities? These activities involves either physical or mental activities. They may be simple mental activities or complex, involving various muscles, bones, etc. So also the mental activities may be very simple, involving one or two activities of mind, or complex which involve higher mental activities. So what activities are learned by the individual refer to types of learning. For example, habits, skills, facts, etc. There are different types of learning. Some of important and common learning activities are explained here. So we have lots of types of learning. We can learn through various types of learning, right? So first is motor learning. What we have first is motor learning. Most of our activities in our day-to-day life refer to motor activities. The individual has to learn them in order to maintain his regular life. For example, walking, running, skating, driving, climbing, etc. All these activities involves the muscular coordination. So this learning is called motor learning or muscular coordination learning, right? Now the second learning is verbal learning. when we learn through any verbal activity. This type of learning involves the language we speak. The communication device we use, signs, pictures, symbols, words, figures, etc., are the tools used in such activities. We use words for communication, right? So these kind of, if we learn something about these activities from these activities, so that is called verbal learning. Third learning is concept learning. It is a form of learning which requires higher order mental processes like thinking, reasoning, intelligence, etc. We learn different concepts from childhood. For example, when we see a dog, you have seen anytime a dog, and attach the term dog, we learn that the word dog refers to a particular animal. Alright. So concept learning involves two processes, that is abstraction and generalization. First we have seen a dog, that is called abstraction, and we after seeing this dog we generalize as a animal, that is called generalization. This learning is very useful in recognizing identified things. Now the fourth is discrimination learning. So what is discrimination learning? Learning to differentiate between stimuli and showing an appropriate responses to these stimuli is called discrimination learning. Example, sound horns of different vehicles like bus, car, ambulance, etc. So we can discriminate if we heard some sound, that is bus horn sound, that is car horn sound, that is ambulance horn sound. So we can discriminate after learned the different kind of sounds. Now the next is learning of principles. What is learning of principles? Actually, principles we learned, it is related to any subject, it is related to person. So individual learn certain principle related to science, mathematics, grammar, etc. in order to manage their work effectively. These principles always show the relationship between two or more concepts, example, formula, laws, association, correlation, etc. And the last is problem solving. Problem solving, this is a higher order learning process. This learning requires the use of cognitive such as thinking, reasoning, observation, imagination, generalization, etc. This is very useful to overcome difficult problems encountered by the people. So these are the meaning and types of learning we have learned today. So we will discuss about the theory of learning in our next class. So thank you so much everyone.